Guess who's back? It's me. I'm back. I am back on Netflix for a new show called Battle Camp. The announcement was made today. The trailer will be dropping on April 7th, and then the show will drop in its entirety, all 9 episodes, on April 23rd. I want to go over what this show is, what you guys can expect, and who the cast is, and I want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions. It's kind of a summer camp themed show where we're all competing in challenges. Now, just so that I don't break my NDA, I'm gonna read this off to you guys. Meet the 18 Netflix reality universe stars facing off in Battle Camp. Stars from Love is Blind, The Circle, Perfect Match, and more will collide in a cutthroat competition. And it's also being hosted by Taylor Lewan, for those of you guys who are NFL fans. 2 cheerleaders, some mole hunters, that's me, a few luxury real estate agents, master strategists, and a handful of expert daters arrive at summer camp. Okay, but before you start singing Kumbaya, let's get one thing clear. They're here for battle, and that's me. I'm here for battle. I am looking for mole activity. That's all I have to say. So 18 of the greatest Netflix reality universe stars. Oh, thank you so much. Not true, but thank you. Will face off against each other in Battle Camp, a new series launching April 23rd to take home the title of Ultimate Netflix Reality Competitor and a cash prize of $250,000. They'll have to endure high-octane challenges, grueling punishments. I don't want to talk about it. I can't say anything. Whew, but was it grueling? And a giant spinning wheel, the Wheel of Misfortune, that determines who stays in camp and who must pack their bags and head home. Aww. Well, yeah. Overseeing the reality crossover chaos, the host Taylor Lewan, who will at least try to keep things civil between bunk mates. Keep reading to find out who's competing. Okay, so we've got yours truly. You know me from The Mole, or you know me because you watch my streams online. You've watched me compete in gaming tournaments. As a professional gamer, I don't know why they put that. Clearly, I'm not professional anymore. I stream and I play video games, but professional gamer, I don't know about that. Avori should have a leg up in the competition at Battle Camp whenever she enters a room. The full-time video game streamer uses her sharp focus to analyze the situation and adjust her strategy accordingly. That's true. That being said, Avori also recognizes that her confidence could cross over into delusion. Also true. But hey, if you can't believe in your own abilities, then who can? So true. Does that not sound like something I would say? Because I just think it sounds like something I would say. Okay, we've got Brianna Belram. I'm not gonna give my commentary about what I think about these cast members because I don't want to give anything away, okay? We've got Brianna Belram. She's from Too Hot to Handle season 6. Fresh off of her Too Hot to Handle victory, Bri is arriving at camp with an appetite for another win. And even more flirtatious fun. Ooh. Such a mixture of casts here. I love that they did this because they brought dating people, people from cheer, real estate agents, strategists. Like, it's just such a diverse cast. Clearly, Bri knows how to keep her eyes on the prize and open for a love connection. With a healthy dose of sass, Bri will keep everybody, friends, foes, and maybe even a future soulmate, in check. That's Bri. Chase, pretty sure everyone knows him. He was on Too Hot to Handle season 2 and Perfect Match season 1. I mean, I just love how they threw in Georgia in here. It says the last time we saw him, Chase was sent home on Perfect Match by fellow camper Georgia after confessing his feelings to her. Oh, I don't know whether to cringe or cry. He said, I'm bringing a pretty smile, a big ego, and all the confidence in the world to camp. Okay. Next, we have Gabby Butler from Cheer. For those of you guys who were fans of the show Cheer from 2020. Haven't seen her in a while, so cool to see her back on Netflix, I'm sure, for a lot of fans. Competing under extreme pressure is natural to Gabby, who started cheerleading at just 8 years old. Since then, the two-time world cheerleading champion became a household name. That's true. She's huge in the cheer industry. Now she's gonna go all out and yet maybe win another trophy. She said, "I'm here to prove that I'm not just a cheerleader who shakes pom-poms. I can bring a lot to the table for this competition." That's Gabby Butler. Next, we have Georgia Hasarati. Georgia is from Too Hot to Handle season 3 and Perfect Match season 1. I love how they didn't mention Chase in her little excerpt here. She says she feels misunderstood and she hopes to use that to her advantage in game. No matter what comes her way, be it extreme challenges or drama, Georgia's ready to face it all with a smile, adding, "I bring a good sense of humor and adventure because I'm Australian." I mean, can confirm I am married to an Australian. They're very adventurous people. I just now noticed Gio has a Band-Aid on his thumb. That is hilarious that they used this photo for... Oh man, Gio is from Selling the OC. Heading into the game, Gio jokes that he fully expects to be the resident senior. I don't know about that. Among his fellow campers, but with age comes wisdom, Gio hopes to set his battle camp strategy apart. He sells multi-million-dollar oceanside properties. So, you know, strategic mind. Who knows? That's Gio from Selling the OC. We've got Irina, which I'm sure you guys recognize from Love is Blind season 4. In the game of love, Irina wasn't exactly successful after her short-lived and heavily memed engagement to Zach. Ugh. But after taking the past 2 years to learn from her mistakes, she's ready to reintroduce herself and do whatever it takes to make a positive impression at battle camp. She says, "I'm bringing a good attitude, snacks, and lots of effort to the game." That's Irina. What are we thinking so far, guys? Do we like this cast? Do we like it? Do we love it? Do we want more of it? That's my question. Next, we have Kyle. Kyle was on The Circle season 6. He says, "Remember Deuce, the French bulldog that Kyle brought?" He didn't bring the bulldog with him to battle camp, but that would have been cool if he would have. He said, "I'm loyal to a fault. I live by a code. So if I say I got you, I got you." Okay. Interesting. He didn't win in The Circle, but he's hoping his track record will help him avoid being identified as a threat in the game. Okay, fair enough. Lexi. We've got Lexi from the Ultimatum Queer Love season 1. She's here and she's queer. And the competitors better steer clear. Oh, I should have read that out before I actually started saying it because I love that. Lexi jokes that she's coming into battle camp armed with brains, brawn, and a lot of... I'll let you guys read that. In other words, she's kind of the total package. I mean, just kind of, just a little bit. And she says that she's going after a different kind of end game, the grand prize. Oh, I love these. They're so dramatic. Okay, we've got Lorenzo from Squid Game The Challenge season 1. I don't know if you guys remember, but Lorenzo was the guy. Okay, I can't say that. Lorenzo was the guy that was eating all the food on Squid Game. You remember that? Like he was like taking people's food and then everyone was getting upset and they were like, "Why does he get more portions than us?" And he was just literally just eating all the food. That was this guy, okay? If you don't remember him. He said, "I'm bringing looks, books, and plenty of shade." Y'all could just tell this is going to be drama. Next, we have Louis from Too Hot to Handle season 5 and 6. After proudly breaking all of the rules on Too Hot to Handle, Louis became known as the Menace. In this game, he plans to use his many charms to secure the bag instead of a steamy hookup. Okay. He said, "I'm quite a funny guy. I'm not going to lie." All right. Well, we'll see how his gameplay is. We have Morgan from Cheer. She was Gabby Butler's teammate in Cheer, so probably was cool for her to reunite. Who knows? No spoilers here. Morgan is flying into this competition with perfect curls per usual, and she's ready to surprise everyone. The way this game is created and designed, you really have no idea who's going to win. She says it could be anybody's game from the get-go, which is true because the eliminations are a wheel, like how it was described. It's a big old wheel, spin it, See who it lands on. We have Big Nick Energy from The Circle Season 3 and Perfect Match Season 1. Nick is a self-proclaimed nerd with a computer science degree from MIT to back it up. Being clever and calculating got him far in Season 3, but he's not all brains and no brawn. That's, you know. Will he bring the Big Nick energy is the question. All right, now we have Polly Brindle, who is also from Selling the OC. She is a castmate of Geo, who we went over earlier. He was the one with the Band-Aid on his thumb. Polly thinks that she'll be right at home, roughing it out at summer camp. Just because the accommodations are a bit more rustic than the $1 million estates that she's used to selling doesn't mean that she can't apply her signature style to the situation. She says, we're doing camp, but let's make it chic. I love that. Next, we have Corey Tyler, QT from The Circle, Season 6. Woo! She says that this requires a lot of mental fortitude. Good thing she's prepared to play a game of patience. Okay. Ahead of Battle Camp's greatest test, QT will give herself time to zen out when possible, to get in the zone. I have to be alone and not think about anything. I honestly even hate people cheering me on. Take that however you will. Once she's achieved inner peace, she'll be ready to compete with the best. Okay, okay. Next, we got Shooby-Dooby-Doo. Shubham. He's always a happy camper, as you guys saw on The Circle. Shubham is approaching this competition with an optimistic view of the challenges ahead. Battle Camp favors intelligence, perception, bravery, willpower, and mental agility in addition to physicality. Oh my gosh. Who taught him how to speak like that? Whew, that's a mouthful. Even if you're bad at one thing, you could be good at others and have a fighting chance to survive. With his electric energy and strong problem-solving skills, Shuby, is standing and ready to infuse even the game's toughest moments with a big dose of team spirit. I don't know why I'm reading things out like this. I'm just being so extra, but it's great. Okay, next we have Tony from The Mole Season 2. Now, if you watch The Mole Season 1 and you haven't seen The Mole Season 2, that'll definitely give you a bit of an idea of Tony as a character. He's a self-identifying notorious villain from Season 2 of The Mole. He's ready to take the top bunk, okay, and the top prize at Battle Camp. Staying undercover is paramount, so Tony plans to go on a charm offensive early on in the game before unleashing his bag of tricks. I love how they put bag of tricks. They're so memey in these little things here. While he expects the other players to depend on him to lift heavy things, Tony wants to surprise them all with his biggest asset, his brain. I'm ready to play some mind games and be a mastermind that most people don't know about. That's Tony. We got Trey from Squid Game The Challenge Season 1, and they are coming out with Squid Game The Challenge Season 2 very soon. So Trey starting this new game down one family member. So his mom is not here this time, guys. I'm so sorry to tell you. Trey is carrying some tokens from his past to Battle Camp. He's bringing some marbles and a picture of him and his mom. He says that after honing in on his strategy against 464 other contestants on Squid Game The Challenge, Trey is confident in his approach to win over and defeat his bunkmates and beyond. He says, I'm going to be unapologetic about my strengths, use those strengths to my advantage, and talk to everybody as much as humanly possible. And that is the cast of Battle Camp. Guys, I want to dive into the comment section. What are we thinking? Are you guys excited for this? What are you wanting to see out of a show that brings together such a strange, like, this is so strange. This is the weirdest group of people I've ever seen on a Netflix show in my life, and I'm loving it. Is this individuals against each other or teams? Cannot answer that question, but you will find out very soon because the trailer is going to drop in literally like a week and a half. Interesting so far. Okay. Well, guys, I wish I could give you more information on the upcoming season of Battle Camp, but unfortunately, I can't give you spoilers just yet. But I will be updating you guys along the way, giving you guys as much tea as I possibly can. So make sure to check back in and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already.